We earlier in the day we learned that in fact Kellton Technologies has acquired Bokanyi Consulting. That's a US-based company. So we're joined currently by Niranjan Chintam, the founder and chairman of the company. Hi Niranjan, thanks so much for joining in today. Could you give us some details in terms of what was the total acquisition, what was the value of that, how much did you pay for it, and how exactly are you funding this particular acquisition?
Sure. Good morning, Nigel and Rima. The size of the acquisition is about, revenue is $8 million in an EBITDA of 800K. The transaction details are a little bit confidential at this time because there's a confidential agreement that we signed with the sellers. So the company is in the analytics and cloud space. This is the high-end analytics. This is in-memory analytics that enterprises, large enterprises use. So that's what we wanted to get into that space, and we felt that Bokanyi is going to give us that capability. Hence the reason why we acquired this company.
Okay, you're saying the EBITDA was 800,000, so that would be EBITDA margins of 10% for the acquired company, lower than your own average, your own margins?
Yes, it is, but our plan is that this will improve. Now that we have the capability of the offshore, this is going to improve. I'm giving you as is right now what is the EBITDA, but that is going to significantly improve based on the economies of scale that we're going to take, and also some of the consulting that they're doing is all on-site, onshore there, whereas we will do a blend with the acquisition, so that will improve the margins also further.
All right, Niranjan, so you're saying that it's not at optimum capacity currently. I mean, we can have a lot more potential coming out of there. So 8.8 million, what's the potential you believe that can come out for you, maybe the next couple of years, as well as on the EBITDA performance? What more can we see coming in from here? And also, this helps you all because you all were talking about reaching closer on 2,000 crores in the next 3 years or so.
Looking ahead, it is going to be in line with whatever the EBITDA margins that we're going to be having with the other entities that we have. So there will be improvement in the EBITDA margins. What it will be, the full effect of it will take 6 months before we can realize the full effects of it. The first 3 months, is where with the stabilization phase when we start integrating the teams into the existing teams. And when it comes to the 6 months is when we really see the full-blown improvement of the margins that are going to come in. Yes, this would take us to the 2,000 crore target. We understand that acquisition is only one part of the story. We are also growing organically too. We are doing 20 plus. The average for the last 3 years has been closer to the 30%. So we are growing organic part while we are looking at inorganic to increase our capability as well as to improve upon our customers' reach. This acquisition is going to give us that 1 billion revenue companies, that is what is called the mid-markets in the US. And that is where there's going to be a lot of this MAC side of implementation that's going to take in place in the next few years.
Niranjan, will this acquisition be EPS accretive from day one?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
Will the acquisition be EPS accretive from day one? And when?
It is going to be, yes.
Okay, and when do you expect it to be integrated within your company? When will all the approvals come through?
So the approvals are taking place. I don't think there's anything there we need approvals. So okay. It is going to be effective immediately.
Okay, so it will aid your, at least in this quarter also, there will be some contribution in the Jan to March quarter.
That is correct, yes, there is going to be.
All right, Niranjan, thanks so much for joining in and giving us all those details. All the best going ahead.